Hi guys, Dogu here with a new video. In this video, we're going to talk about statistics for the anniversary server, but also compared to classic SOD, classic era even, and also Cataclysm. So you do have a broader view about the raiding scene. Again, it is not the whole picture because some people are not raiding some versions of the game, for example Cataclysm. If you're not raiding, you may maybe play PvP or you are prepping for Mist of Pandaria, so that is also very well possible. But in general, we're going to talk about that. We are currently 1 month away-ish. Nah, more than 1 month. 1 month and 1 week away from the server opening from anniversary. And I'm gonna talk about the global stats, but most likely only about EU. We could do also for US, but they are pretty similar. For example, for US, you have around 5k, like 6k I would say, raiders and 5.2k raiders around Horde and Alliance, which is not too shabby. But in EU you have a bit more. We have 8k Alliance and 6k Horde, which is normal because PvE tends to be more Alliance, even on hardcore, which is Soulseeker. Those two are more Alliance favored. So if you are more of a PvE guy and you want to play with the most people possible, you would be playing Alliance, that is for sure. But if you are playing PvP, which I am currently, for sure, I'm only playing PvP. Like PvP servers is like literally I play it or I will not play kind of types. That's why I'm not playing hardcore, because there is no chance for a transfer to a PvP server, so why bother? Spineshire, which is the server I'm playing, has a bit more Alliance on the raiding side, 52%, and we have 48% Horde, which is very balanced. Like if that keeps it, if they keep like this for TBC and eventually Wrath of the Lich King, that would be like something unheard for Classic, pretty much. We have 10k raiders on Spyshire, which is not bad, and especially some people are still leveling, which is normal. Like again, if you don't have a great schedule for playing or whatever, and there are also holidays, you may as well not be level 60 yet. But once you are level 60, once I would say in 1 month or 2 months, we will have a broader view on the raiding side. But again, it can also dip a bit because the first wave of MC is going to be gone. Then you have most likely phase 2, which is the 9th of January, and most likely end of February, maybe beginning of March, you will have phase 3, which is BWL, which is also a fan favorite raid. And then you have like the downwards spiral with ZG in phase 4, phase 5, AQ, where people kind of stop playing, and then you have Naxxramas, which is the people that really love Classic pretty much, or people that wait for TBC. So right now I'm very happy about these numbers. The servers are very alive. I wonder how it will be for PvP, like whenever PvP is going to be active, like the ranking. We're going to do a lot of wall PvP for sure, because the first week will have no PGs active. So you have one week of pure wall PvP madness if you want to rank. And then you will have BGs, and how fast they will pop, that will depend on the global want of the population to actually play PvP. You will be able to play PvP with PvE server as well, because they will be merged into one big BG pool, which is cool. But I wonder how the queue times are going to be. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Classic SOD, how are they doing? Well, surprisingly, they are doing pretty well. I'm going to pull the numbers for US first. They have 15k raiders for the 1 week, 18 December to 24th of December. They have 15,000 Alliance players raiding, and you have 11,000 Horde players playing, which is a big number, like 26k players playing on the US servers, and on the EU servers it is a whopping 53. Excuse me. I was very happy about that, but no, it is not the case. You have a 26,000, also pretty much the same numbers as US, on SOD, which is really cool. You have still Living Flame being a very balanced PvP server. Although let's be real, like shamans are kind of like destroying everything in PvP in SOD, but it is what it is. But they still have a 9k alliance, 9k horde raiders, so that's very good. And then PvE, you have more alliance. It is what it is. It will always be like this because of the ratios, but it is for sure also quite healthy. So if you really want to play SOD and you're like a PvEer, you should play on Wild Growth. You should be able to play as alliance. Yeah, except if you really want to play shaman, but it is what it is. And Crusader Strike, they still didn't like move with the transfer, which is kind of surprising. But some people want to stay on one server. So those are really good numbers. Like if you compare with anniversary, like total anniversary is 25,000 and the total of SOD is 53k. Now obviously people are still leveling, so we will have to see in 1 month how it will be. So I will do an updated video once we are like that far away. But in 1 month time, you will also have maybe another phase on SOD. So maybe the hype will be back with the new dungeons and raids that they are planning for SOD. So exciting times. Now classic era. I'm not gonna do EU or US. It's a total of 9,000. Alliance is winning by a huge margin. 6.2k Alliance, 3.2k Horde. Really quickly, EU numbers, US numbers. You still have players playing classic era for the GDKP, for example, or for wanting to have the most complete character possible. So that is also a possibility. Now, Cataclysm, though, a lot of people are like saying Cataclysm is dead. Well, a whopping 120,000 players across EU and US. You have more Horde than Alliance, which is, again, I don't know how the meta is for Cataclysm raiding, but it is actually good numbers, like 55k Alliance, 65k Horde. Now, if we go look closely to EU has a bigger portion of the player base. You have 73k players on Cataclysm EU, which is surprising because again I thought US was maybe a bit more favored into Cataclysm, but it is not the case. You have 73k players on the EU realms, with Gehenna's a full Horde realm, which is again a shame how they handled that. But now with Cataclysm fresh, with Classic fresh, they're handling more balance, so it will be a bit more fun. But Gehenna's has 11,000 players raiding Horde side, Fire Maw, which is 9.3k, and then you have the Russians also playing on Cataclysm, and then you have Golmag 7.5k. So that's also pretty respectable, and you can go down the list again with PvE servers and even French servers, for example. So it is very lively. And then again, US, the same, right? The same. You have Verlina 8k, Mankrik 7.6k, Pagal 6.8k, you have Benediction 6.8k as well, Atiesh 4.3k, and White Mane 4.3k as well. And then Grob Mob, which is the most balanced server on Classic. If you Cataclysm, if you want to play like a really tight faction PvP balancing server, Globalist US is that. So you have 1.7k versus 1.7k. But I heard sometimes they are like doing events. So if you want to do that on US, why not? But what is to be learned from all these numbers? Like, why am I making this video? Well, I'm going to say that you should not FOMO a version of the game thinking that something is going to die. For example, Cataclysm is far from actually dying. People are maybe raid logging here and there, but once a new phase is going to pop, they're going to most likely play. And as well, some people are still preparing for Mist of Pandaria Classic, which is a fan favorite expansion. Even for I am going to play Mist of Pandaria just for the PvP. I really love the PvP. I love the leveling as well in Mist of Pandaria, and I think it will be interesting to play in general. Like, again, I come from a multitude of expansions. I played all expansions when it was live, and I still play retail, I still play classic, I still play somewhat SOD, and I still play Cataclysm from time to time, although just for PvP. I do just RPG and then I'm hopping off. But I want to try maybe some raiding on Cataclysm and see how it is with my own eyes. but right now I'm really focused on the anniversary. I think it's really fun to have like such a balanced realm with PvP and PvE in mind. Although sometimes it is very frustrating if you want to do BRD and you're getting killed on the road. But I try to fight back though. Some people are like ignoring Horde or Alliance, and I am the one like, if you touch me, I'm gonna fight you, and I will res and try to fight you again. I'm not going to just res and then go back to BRD. No, I'm going to get my revenge and then go to BRD, for example. So I think it's quite good. All versions are not popping off, but they are doing well. Like even SOD, you would think those are really bad numbers, but actually it is quite good for what it is. Like it's a really late-phased classic version, and it will be the same for classic anniversary, guys. Like once we are in next Ramas, you're not going to hit the best numbers ever, and the same for like Cataclysm, except like for example the last like Dragon Soul raid, people are not really going to be invested too much into that, but I think if you want to play Cataclysm and you are kind of scared of like the popularity of the realms, the popularity of the version of the game that you're playing, you should not be worried. So with this in mind, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Hopefully you are now a bit more boosted on the vision that you want to play and version that you want to play. Do not be like doing FOMO. Like just play the version that you want to play, not play the version that is the most popular to play. Because frankly, with all the numbers I'm going to show you, it seems like everything is quite popular. And anniversary, like I said, those numbers are kind of biased because not everyone is raiding and not everyone is level 60. So that will be having to be seen in 1 month, but it will be all right. Again, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye.